body-hugging designer suit. Tilly gagged, a common occurrence when the two of them were around. Rance wasn't paying any attention, and she had to rush to move her laptop before he crushed it beneath the carton. She adjusted a flap on the open box so she could look inside. "What's this?" Marta pulled out a novel and tossed it to her. Tilly wasn't expecting the pass and fumbled it. The book was upside down, so she shifted it, bringing the sinister-looking cover into view. When the title and author registered, it knocked Tilly sideways. "You wrote a book?" It couldn't be. Tilly was the writer in their family of two, but it was indisputable. Marta Dixon was splashed across the top, just like the other 9 novels in the Quilt to Death series, a collection of cozy murder mysteries set in the Highlands and centered around the Buttermilk Guild. Tilly turned the book over to see the spine, and sure enough, number 10 was printed there, plain as day. "Hot off the press," Rance said cheerily. "We better hurry if we're going to make the launch party in time." Launch party? This was crazy. Tilly would have known. A launch party for this book? I don't understand. I'm just finishing book 10. I thought we were in Scotland for a break. Marta snatched the paperback from her. "I told you, but you must have forgotten. Again. I've been working on this book for several years now." Which explained why Marta had sequestered herself in her office last year for months, and then Marta had a series of meetings with Three Seals Publishing. When Tilly had asked what the meetings were about, Marta had claimed they were the same old, same old. Marta waved a hand in the air. "It makes no sense that you've been slaving away on book 10. You see, the book is done. I'm afraid you're losing it, Tilly." That was a lie. More often these days, her sister would insinuate that Tilly had gone mental, forgetting things Marta had never told her. Always, it turned out, things Marta didn't really want her to know. But Tilly certainly wasn't imagining the stabbing pain she felt now. Maybe it was the knife her sister had just plunged into her back. Marta straightened her scarf, not meeting Tilly's eyes. "You've probably also forgotten that this is the last book. The series is done." "Done?" Tilly couldn't breathe. She wanted to push up the window to get some air. She just couldn't believe it was true. 5 years ago at a quilt retreat, Marta had come up with the idea of writing a mystery series featuring a group of quilters and suggested that the two of them split the responsibilities. Tilly would write the novels, while Marta did everything else, including being the face of the brand. Whenever Tilly felt like she was being taken advantage of, Marta would remind her, "You have the easy job, writing. I'm the one who has to do all the heavy lifting. It's not a walk in the park being Marta Dixon and running this empire. Besides, you hate the limelight. You always have." It was true. Tilly would rather sit in a room alone with the Buttermilk Guild pouring from her fingertips than sign books with a mob of strangers surrounding her. Marta's charisma had made the Quilt to Death series a huge success. Tilly stayed in the shadows, where she felt comfortable, the ghostwriter behind the scenes and, to the outside world, Marta's assistant. Tilly crumpled into a chair. "Why would Three Seals sign off on this?" "I made them an offer they couldn't refuse." Marta didn't elaborate, but instead tapped the book against the desk. "We're done discussing this. The book was released today. The fans are waiting. Now go get dressed. The book signing starts in an hour." "Book signing?" Tilly felt another whammy. Marta rolled her eyes. "Yes, the book signing is at the bookshop across the street." She shook her head as if she felt sorry for Tilly. "You must have forgotten that, too." Tilly stood up and looked through the window and down at the street. A line had formed outside the bookstore. Marta laid the book on top of the box. "Three Seals has assigned me a new publicist for this book. Her name's Diana. She seems okay. She and her team are there waiting on us. It's a big night." Her sister looked around as if she'd lost something. "Where's the quilt for the new book? Diana wants to hang it up behind the table where I'll be signing books." Tilly exhaled, feeling as if Marta had dropped an elephant squarely on her chest, breaking her heart in the process. "Is that why you wanted me to get the quilt done so early?" Usually the quilt and corresponding pattern didn't need to be ready until the novel was released. "Seriously, Tilly, I think you're slipping. I told you all about this." But Marta had said nothing.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.